student. I hope all of you are doing well. So today we are going to start new topic. It means our new chapter of physics, that is chapter number 2, force. Now, what is force? As you learned in your previous class that force is push or pull. It means force can change the shape of the body. So we can simply say force means push or pull or the action which deforms an object. Deforms means which change the shape and size of the object. Now, force is the quantity which have both magnitude and direction. So, force is considered as a vector quantity. Next, force is your invisible, means we cannot see the force. We can see only the effect of force. So, what are the effect of force? Effect of force means force can push a body, force can pull a body, force can change the direction of the body, force can change the shape of the body. So these are the some effects of force. Now, if you see the example of pull. Example of pull means you have to apply the force where the body is coming towards you, means pulling. A bullock applies a force of pull in moving a cart. Second example of pull is a tug of war. If you see in the tug of war, the two teams pulling a rope. This is the rope. So two teams, this is the one team and this is the another team. So two teams pulling the rope in the opposite direction. One is pulling in this direction, another team is pulling in this direction. So tug of war is the example of pull. Now see the example of push. Pushing a car. If you push anything, it will always goes in forward direction. This one is your pushing. So here we are applying the force in forward direction, pushing. Next, pushing a pin in a paper. If you use a thumb pin, you are pushing, then that one also an example of push. So in this way, you can think some more examples of pull and push. Now see the example of deforming by a force. Squeezing of lemon. If you squeeze lemon, then the shape of the lemon is changed. That is deforming. Changing shape is called deforming. Squeezing out toothpaste. If you squeeze the toothpaste, here also you are applying the force which deform the body. Next, see the some effects of force. Number 1, a force can produce motion. Yes, if anything is rest, suppose this is the marker, it is at rest. Now I want to move this marker. So just I am applying the pushing force. Okay, push. So by pushing, the marker starts moving. So force can produce motion. Force can stop motion. Suppose any body is rolling, okay, rolling on the ground. If you want to stop this body, you have to apply force. So, a force can stop the moving object. A force can change the speed or direction of motion. If something is moving in very, very high speed, by applying the force, we can reduce the speed of force. force can bring about change in direction. Suppose one body is moving in this direction. By applying the force, we can change the direction of the body. So these are the some effects of force. Force can produce motion. Force can stop motion. Force can change the speed or direction of motion. Force can bring about change in direction. Now, force is always measured in terms of Newton. So, SI unit of force is Newton. Now, force are generally divided into two types: balanced force and unbalanced force. So, balanced force means if you are applying the equal and opposite force on the same object, such force is called balanced force. In case of balanced force, the body is not changing its position. So, see this example. If you have a block, any box, any object, applying the force F1 and F2 in the opposite direction like this. Here F1 direction, F2 is in this direction. So these are two equal. We remember this F1 and F2 should be equal. See here, F1 is equal to F2. If you are applying this type of force, equal and opposite force on the same object, then the state of rest or motion does not change. It means the body is not going to change its position. So, equal forces are always acted in opposite direction in case of balanced force. So, what is balanced force? The force in which equal and opposite force acting on the same object, and due to balanced force, there is no change in the state of rest or motion. Example, you can see book lying on the table. Any book is lying on the table is not moving because now in this case, this is the book, this is the force of gravity mg, and opposite to here, this is your normal reaction, and these two are equal and opposite force which makes the body at rest. Next, person standing on floor. Any person standing on the floor. Again, the weight of this mg means the weight. Weight of the person always acted downward, and opposite to the weight of the body, there is always a normal reaction. So, this is your equal and opposite. That is why person standing on floor. So, to move the body, we need which force? We need an unbalanced force. Unbalanced force is required to move the body. Balanced force is not able to move the body. It do not change the state of rest or state of motion. If body is in motion, with the help of balanced force, we are not able to stop the motion of that body. So, to stop the body, to move the body, we need unbalanced force. So, for the unbalanced, again we can consider this figure only. Here F1 and F2, in this case the F1 and F2 is not equal. Now, in the first case, I have taken here F1 is greater than F2. Suppose F1 is greater. This person, the person here applying the greater force than this one. So, what will happen now? The body will moving towards the F1. If F1 is applying the force in this direction, so the body is also moving along the direction of F1. Now here the direction, if the F2 is greater than F1, then the body will move towards the direction of force F2. So for unbalanced force, we can use two situations. F1 greater than F2, then F2 is greater than F1. F1 is greater than F2, it means body will move towards F1. If F2 is greater than F1, then the body will move towards F2. So, unbalanced force are the unequal, yes, because F1 and F2 is not equal, unequal and opposite force acting on the body. Change the state of rest or motion. It means unbalanced force always change the state of rest or motion. If you want to move a body, you have to apply which force? Yes, you have to apply unbalanced force. If you want to stop a body, moving body, again you have to apply which force? Unbalanced force. Now come to the next topic, that is the Galileo concept of motion. Galileo is the great physicist which given the very nice explanation of your force, regarding force, motion and rest. So for the Galileo theoretical concept, we need one inclined plane like this. This is called as an inclined plane, and this plane is your frictionless plane, like your ice, okay, where oily surface. These all are called as a frictionless surface. Frictionless surface means very smooth surface. So first inclined plane which has height h. So if you drop a marble from this height, then the marble will roll down. Okay, it will roll down towards the ground. Now, if you have another inclined plane of same height and frictionless, then what will happen? This marble will start moving up. Okay, it will start moving up till it reaches the maximum height. This height and this height should be same, but the plane should be your frictionless plane. So during this motion, the velocity decreases till it gains same height. So it decreases, here it decreases, then comes here, decreases, and when it reaches at the top, then the velocity becomes 0. The velocity becomes 0. See again, for this case, at the starting point, the body is rest, so velocity is 0. And as it rolling down, the velocity is increases. When it moves up, on that case, the velocity is decreases, and at the maximum height, again the velocity becomes 0. So here velocity is 0 and here also velocity is 0. Now, after these two experiments, what the Galileo done? He made the two inclined joined, okay, in this way, he joined the two inclined surfaces. And what he observed, as the ball is rolling down, it will move in the another inclined plane in the up direction, and it reaches to the maximum height. Now, at this time, this one is reaches here, and again it becomes the velocity will be 0. Now, if you increase the angle, so this is the one angle. Now you increase the angle, again the body is moving, and the body is increasing the what? The speed, and also it travel the longer distance. As you increase the angle, the body is traveling longer distance. So if the angle is here, if you make the angle like this is the inclined plane and angle is now maximum. So at this time the body will move in a straight direction. So at this time unbalanced force on the marble is 0. Why unbalanced force is 0? Because the body is moving continuously, because it is a frictionless plane. So no force is required to sustain the motion. Sustain the motion means to make the motion. So the body is continuously moving till you can say till infinity also. Okay. So it continuously moving only because of the frictionless plane. So no force is required to sustain the motion. But these things is valid only for the frictionless plane. But in the practical situation, we don't have such type of frictionless plane. If the ball is rolling on the ground, so one time will come when the ball stop itself. Why? Because of the friction. Because of the friction, the ball comes rest. So this is completely a theoretical concept. In practical situation, this one is not possible. To make it possible, we need a frictionless plane. Now this one you can find this frictionless plane only in the deep space. Deep space means inside the space where gravity is 0, okay, where the friction is 0 means frictionless. On that case we can do this experiment. Okay, this one is valid. So this is not valid in our real life situation. Now Newton studying all this concept which is given by the Galileo, and on the basis of this theoretical concept, Newton proposed 3 laws of motion, very important and very famous law. Newton's first law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, and Newton's third law of motion. So according to the Newton's first law of motion, if the body is at rest or in motion, then the body will remain at rest or in motion until and unless any external force or unbalanced force is applied to that body. So this is the statement of Newton's first law of motion. So what is your work? You have to write these things, whatever I have written on the board, in your physics copy. And after that, page number 59, very short answer questions. Question number 1 and 2 you have to do. Then again in the page number 59, question short answer type, question number 1, 2 and 6 part A. 6 part A you have to do. Write these things in your copy neatly and send in my WhatsApp number. One more thing, no need to send this note. You send only the homework question. But this note, whatever I have written on the board, you write in your physics copy. And also try to read the chapter from page number 49 to page number 54 till here. No need to read now inertia. Inertia we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.